Hey, what is up guys? It is Scooby or Nick back with another video for you guys today. Now this video is going to be my review of the Further Adventures and Finance and Felony DLC that came out Tuesday, and it's been about 2 days since it came out, give or take, and that's why I'm ready to do a review on it. I've played it quite a bit, I've done quite a lot, I've used all the features that came in this DLC, and I'm ready to pretty much give it my full review and opinion of how I think it is in terms of all that it has. So first, I'm going to go ahead and start off with my number that I would rate from this DLC from a 1 to 10 scale, 10 obviously being the best. I'd give it about an 8 or 9, probably an 8.5, and I'm going to give you the reasons why of that later. But anyways, I really do enjoy this DLC. I gotta say, it is really fun. It's really expensive to get started. Offices are quite expensive to purchase, and then after you purchase an office, you have to purchase a warehouse, whether it be a small, medium, or large warehouse. And those large ones can cost up to $3 million, but the smaller ones, they don't cost too much. I think this one I have over here goes for $300,000, and it only holds 16 crates, which is all right, but if you want to go for the cheaper option, this is what you go for. But if you want to make the most bulk amount of money, then you're going to want to go with a medium or large warehouse because you can store more. I think the medium is 40-something packages, maybe 48, and then a large is 111. And if you sell all of those at once and you have all 111 crates, let's say for the large one, you're obviously going to be getting the most amount of money through that instead of filling up your small warehouse again and again, selling 16 crates again and again, and that just won't make you the most money. It'll be a bit slower. Not slower. It'll be a bit quicker to make your money, but that's because the large warehouse is so long to fill up. I mean, 111 crates, and if you're doing 3 crates for all that time, you're going to be doing, I think, like 30 or 40-something missions just to fill up that whole warehouse, and then you'll earn a ton of money at the end, obviously selling 111 crates. I think it's over $1 million. And that's good for the CEO who owns their little organization, because you will receive just under $1 million or over $1 million depending on how much money you make out of selling your crates. So say if you do this mission like I'm doing right here, where you sell 16 crates for $240,000 about, the CEO is going to get about $250,000 to $300,000. I think I got $300,000 doing this for myself with my associates, and my associates only got $6,000. So as you can see, I got $264,000 right there, I think it is. And that's really good for me, right? I made quite a bit of money there. But my associates only get $6,000. Now, that's really bad for the associates because they've been doing these missions with you to go out and get 3 crates each time, or 2 crates, or 1 crate, and they've done it a lot of times, right? And they only earn a small percentage of the money in the end, which is quite sad to hear because they've done a lot, they've helped you a lot, but you can kind of understand why that is because the CEO is paying the most money. Now, if you're doing it with your friends and you're just doing this for fun, it's fun, right? It's cool. You're with your friends, you're hanging out, you're doing some jobs. But if you're looking to make money, this is most definitely not your option, and you're probably going to want to stick to heists, or if you want to spend the same amount of time doing a job, just do a contact mission, and it'll alone get you more money. So while we're still kind of talking about the money side of things, let's talk about offices. Now, if you're a CEO, you're obviously going to have an office, but which office may be right for you? Now, you know you're able to get the Maze Bank office, and you may think this is the best one, right? It's the most expensive, and it's really high, it's got a great view, yes. So you're probably going to buy that one thinking it comes with the most great stuff. But it doesn't. All offices are exactly the same layout, same structure, same furniture depending on the type of theme you choose inside of your office. And they're just in different locations, different heights, and different views. And I don't know why they would price something smaller than the other, because Maze Bank is a great building, so I guess that's why they priced it the highest because it's got a good view, it's tall, and it's good to go to. But the other ones, they're small, they're kind of out of the way, so let's make those cheaper. Yes, and that is why they did price them that way, I'm pretty sure. But Maze Bank, this is why I would not stick with it. It is a tall building, therefore you always have to fly up quite high just to land on the roof, taking more of your time, which also could be a safety hazard, say if somebody wants to shoot you out of the air. So the other cheaper offices, like I was talking about, I'm going to fly over to them now. They're kind of near Vespucci Beach, therefore they're kind of out of the way of kind of the major shops, streets, and stuff like that. And another thing about them is when I pull up my map here, a lot of jobs are scattered all over the place. So if you're in an office over here, it'll take you longer to get to a job that may even be on the other side of Los Santos. But if you're in Maze Bank or the other tower, I think it's called Acropolis, then you're going to be kind of in the middle. You're in the central area of everything, and pretty much all the missions are, give or take, an even distance apart, and you don't have to fly as much as you would or drive as much as you would if you were at one of these offices near Vespucci Beach having to drive to the other side of Los Santos just to go pick up some goods. And that's why Maze Bank and Acropolis are the two top ones, is because they're in the center. Everything is around them, and everything is easy to get to and an even distance away. It's close to all the major shops, streets, and everything like that. And they're also really cool because they have cool grand entrances and stuff like that. Now, the assistant in your office is super duper beneficial. You can spawn a Pegasus helicopter up on the roof. For every mission, I always spawn a buzzard on the roof because I think that's just the best way to get somewhere, get to the mission, and have good armor power, right? And you can also call up just any Pegasus vehicle that can go to the ground, say if you're looking for the Brigade. Or she can also get one of your personal vehicles. I'm saying a lot of alsos, aren't I? Because she can do a lot. She can get a personal vehicle and deliver it downstairs, and you can go to that like I'm doing right now. And you can also even get free snacks from her. If you click on the snacks option on her, you can get free snacks for every single category of snack. And she also works as a buzzer option if you want to buzz your close associates in, buzz close friends in, or if anyone buzzes, you don't have to walk all the way to the door. You can press it right on your D-pad when it shows up the notification that someone is buzzing, and you are able to let them in. And that's quite a cool option that the assistant gives you. Like I was saying, how Maze Bank and Acropolis have grand entrances. Here's Acropolis, and as you can see, the entrance is completely cool. It's got a driveway where you can pull your car through, or a vehicle, whatever you're driving. And it's also got a little red carpet to go to the door. So I found that quite nice and appealing for me when I was choosing the office that I would choose to stay in permanently. Now, when you're choosing an office, you may wonder about the price. Unless you have a ton of money, you're obviously just going to go with the highest priced one. But I'm going to go through all the prices of each office here pretty quickly, so you can just stop and look. If you want, you can even pause the video. And I'm fully upgrading these and showing you the starting price and the end price. So as you can see, the end price of this office, once fully upgraded, is $2.65 million. And that is the lowest priced office you can get with it fully upgraded. If you don't want any of the upgrades, then you're just going down $1 million. And all you have to do to re-earn that is fill up one whole large warehouse, and then you're good. And you got your money back, and then you're making some good profit. But the price of Maze Bank, which is the most expensive starting price and the most expensive ending, fully customized, fully upgraded office, comes out at $6.65 million. Now that is a lot. But you're also going to have to put up the cost of a warehouse. So let's talk about that after this. Now Acropolis, it only asks for $2.5 million starting price. And once fully upgraded, it is only $4 million, almost $5 million. But it is in a great location, the center of everything. Missions are close together. They're an even distance away, and you don't have to travel farther to one location than the other. As you can see, $4.9 million, fully upgraded at the end. And you get all the great features Maze Bank has for a lower price, which I think is the best option to go with. So if you're choosing an office and you're you're careful about your money, and you're also careful about where you want to be, then Acropolis is the way to go if you have the money for it. But if you do not care about your money and you have a ton of money to blow, Maze Bank it is. Am I right? No. I have a bunch of money myself, and I still like Acropolis better. So on top of purchasing and owning an office, you're also going to need to purchase and own a warehouse. And these can differ in the cost and size. Now, if you're just spent a bunch of money on an office and you don't have that much money left, sure, go with a small warehouse. I have a small warehouse for $300,000 and it fits 16 crates. Every small warehouse fits 16 crates. They just different cost. And I'm not sure what the lowest price one is, but I could say it's probably between $150,000 more or less, all right, give or take. The medium ones, which holds, I think, 48 crates, those definitely differ in costs. I think they're around $400,000 to $800,000, maybe even more than that. And the large warehouses, this one, actually not this one, but okay, well, yeah, well, it might be this one. I think this one was $3 million, and it holds 111 crates. So the large warehouses obviously get really expensive. They differ between, I think, at least $800 to $3 million. So, well, when I said 800, I meant 800K to $3 million. And that is quite expensive for storage space and stuff like that. So if you're not quite the richest player, go with a small one. Just keep loading it up 16 crates, selling it, loading it up 16 crates, and selling it. But if you do have a ton of money, definitely go with a medium or large warehouse option. Also, the cool part about warehouses is for your delivery vehicles. When you sell your stuff, you can upgrade them. You can upgrade the armor, the speed. You can also upgrade a jammer if you're using a plane, and that is really cool. So this can definitely enhance your delivery vehicles, such as the Brigade, the Cuban plane, and the... I always mess the name of that plane up. I think it's the Titan. And also for the boat, which is the tugboat. Now, some people say it is slow, and yes, that is definitely correct. But you can upgrade the speed of it as a delivery boat as well and make it a little bit faster. And a cool little feature inside of your office, if you sit down on the couch with 2 or more players, you can play a game called Don't Cross the Line. Now, this is a really fun game. I gotta say, it is quite fun to play if you're just bored, don't really want to do missions, but still want something fun to do with your associates and or friends. Then this game is pretty fun. I enjoy it. I think it's pretty fun, like I did say. It is quite addicting too at the same time. I just love playing this game when I'm bored, and when the other players are bored and we don't really want to do missions and we just want to relax for a second, Don't Cross the Line is the way to go. Also, if you win a round of Don't Cross the Line, you unlock a special Don't Cross the Line t-shirt, which is pretty cool, and I will, I think, show you it a bit later inside of the video. So as you can see, there's some gameplay of Don't Cross the Line. I won because I'm a beast, right? Now, a great part about this DLC is the clothing. We can finally purchase some parts of VIP and bodyguard clothing, which I think is really great. So you can even put on this outfit called the Militia, which comes up in the end of this clip, and you kind of look like a military personnel guy, and it is really cool. You also have these Chinese styled kind of jackets. It's just really great. I really love the outfits you can make using a bunch of these stuff. And they've really given us a lot of VIP and bodyguard clothing, and I'm so thankful for that, because I used to think, well, I still think the VIP outfits are really cool, and now that we can get them without glitches, thank you, you know? Thank you. So I'm really stoked about the clothing they gave us, so I'll skim through some of the clothing fast right here. So this is just some of the new clothing, and believe me, there's a lot more where this came from. I know it's a long video, but this is a full review, and now we're just getting into the last little bit of details. So the cars, great new cars. I really love these cars. The supercars are great. This car, the Windsor Drop, love it. I love the wood finish on the back when you lower the top, and it's just really cool. I really love that Rolls Royce model, and it's really great to have it. Now, this new armored car, I really like this car too. I think it's really great. It's fast, it's got good armor, and I like it. Now, the supercars, I really love this red car that I have right here, modeled after kind of like the Ferrari FF. I love how the front looks slick and then the back just gets a little bulkier. I just think it's a really sleek, cool design, and I really, really love it. So that's called the Windsor Drop. This is called, I forgot what it's called actually, but it's really, really nice. I love this car. It looks really great. And some people say they don't think it looks great, and I understand that, but I just think it's great. The handling is also really great, and the speed is really great. Now, this car over here, this is the what? I can't really read. The FJU, is that what that said? I'm not too sure, but it is really, really cool. It's not as fast as the T20, I don't think. So if you got it to win races, definitely not really the option to go with. But if you just got it for the looks, like me, then it's really, really good. Now, it is fast, but like I said, it's not super duper fast like the T20 is. But it's really, really great, and I really love the looks of this car. The aerodynamics of it is just awesome. The look they gave to it, it's awesome. Now, the Reaper, which is my last car, actually, no, sorry, second to last car over by the side, it is not all the great I thought it'd be when I saw it in the trailer and in the photos when this DLC was announced. But it's still a great car. It still looks really good. I love the front and the back. But I think the doors, the way they did the doors, it just upset me. Because they could have gone with suicide doors, like the Lotus that I think this car is modeled after. And they didn't go with the suicide doors. And I think that's just disappointing because suicide doors are cool, right? Now, the Bravado Rumpo Custom. I really like this car. It's got quite a good armor upgrade that you can give to it. And it's pretty strong, but it is pretty easy to tip over when turning, and it is quite bouncy, but it's still a really great car, and I love every single car that came in this DLC. Now let's talk about some Pegasus vehicles. The Brickade, not all I thought it to be as well. I thought you'd at least be able to get in the back of it, and no, that's not true at all. That's where cargo goes, or where crates go when you deliver them, so that's what the back is used for. And also, if you have an organization full of people, it can only fit 4 people, 2 in the cab and 2 hanging off of the sides. And it's also not that strong. It's pretty easy to get killed while sitting inside of this, and it also blows up after one explosion right near it. I shot it with an RPG once and it blew up. I at least thought it'd be a little bit bomb resistant. Like, please, it's this huge, at least give it some really good stuff. Now, the new private jet. This vehicle I really love. I love planes and other luxury vehicles that transport you where you need to go, and this private jet does just that, and it's so gorgeous. I love the way it looks on the outside as well as the inside interior. It's got 4 seats right here, and then 2 more seats behind that, and I think it fits around 10 people, including the pilot and co-pilot seats being filled. So that is really a pretty nice jet. It's fast. I don't think it's as fast as other jets, but it's really nice, and I really do love this jet. Alright, so the new helicopter, which I do not have great footage of, this is it right here. On the outside, it looks quite great, but also on the inside, it's not as much different to the Buckingham Swift or Swift Deluxe. It has the same kind of stuff. It has champagne and a screen, and that's all it is. They didn't use all the space that this could fit stuff in. Like, they didn't have it where it could have at least 6 people sit in the back. I think that'd be pretty cool. So they definitely didn't use as much of the space as they could have, and they made it a lot like the Swift. Therefore, not making it as special as I thought it would be to me. But it's still a really great helicopter. I love the looks of it from the outside, and also some of the colors that it can come in when you spawn it in. And it's just a great helicopter, but it's not as great as I hoped it would be. So let's just call it pretty good. So lastly, the things that I thought were not as great about this DLC as I hoped they would be is the payout of associates during jobs and some of the vehicles and some of the prices too. Like, the things are overpriced again. So they've overpriced things again like they did with the Swift Deluxe and the Luxor Deluxe. But I have a ton of money, so I'm fine with that. But I know a lot of you players do not carry that much money. And that is sad for you guys that you cannot purchase a lot of these great things. But that pretty much wraps up today's video, so I do hope you enjoyed. Sorry it's kind of a long video. We're coming up on about the 20-minute mark. But I do hope you found this informational. And also tell me what you guys think about this DLC in the comments below. What you think is good about it, what you think is bad about it, what you don't like, what you do like, and what you would rate it from 1 to 10. Anyways, that's been it for today's video. Like I did say, leave a like down below and subscribe to my channel for more awesome content like this. I'm Scooby or Nick. Peace out, guys, and have a good day.